Welcome to this sacred moment of stillness, a dedicated time to disconnect from the noise of the world. Find a quiet, comfortable space where your body can relax completely, free from any distractions or urgent demands. Gently close your eyes now, letting the heavy curtains of your eyelids shut out the busy visual world around you. Allow your attention to turn inward, moving from the external chaos to the internal sanctuary within. Take a deep, slow breath in through your nose, feeling your lungs expand like sails catching a gentle wind. Hold it for a moment, savoring the oxygen, and then exhale slowly, releasing every ounce of tension. With every breath you take, imagine the stress of the day lifting off your shoulders like a heavy coat. You are stripping away the burdens of work, family, and finance, laying them down at his feet. Notice the sensation of your body pressing against the chair or the floor beneath you right now. Feel the support of the earth, reminding you that you are held, you are grounded, and you are safe. Today, we are journeying into the heart of Psalm 23, the shepherd's psalm of comfort and provision. This is not just a scripture to memorize. It is a living reality for you to enter and experience. Let the words of King David become your own personal prayer as we walk through this valley together. Open your imagination, the eyes of your heart, to see the spiritual landscape that God has prepared for you. In this space, there is no rushing, no striving, and absolutely no need to perform for anyone. You are simply a child coming home to rest in the presence of a Father who loves you without condition. Breathe in deeply once more, inhaling the peace of God that surpasses all human understanding and logic. Exhale the anxiety, the what-ifs, and the fear of tomorrow, pushing them out of your mind with your breath. Allow your breathing to find a natural, rhythmic pace, like the gentle lapping of water against a shore. Your heart rate slows down, your muscles loosen, and your mind begins to quiet its endless, noisy chatter. Visualize now a vast, open landscape, bathed in the warm, golden light of the late afternoon sun. Standing on a grassy hill is the shepherd, strong and vigilant, his eyes scanning the horizon for any danger. This shepherd is Jesus, the guardian of your soul, who knows you by name and nature. He is not a hired hand who runs away when trouble comes. He is the owner who stays and fights. Hear the declaration of your spirit. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Let those words sink deep. Because He is yours, you lack nothing that is essential for your life or your godliness. To not want means you are not in a state of desperate lack or frantic craving. It means you trust that the shepherd provides exactly what you need, exactly when you need it, every single time. Release the fear of scarcity, the fear that you will run out of money, energy, or time. Look at the shepherd. His resources are infinite, and his generosity toward you is as boundless as the sea. Whisper to yourself right now, I have everything I need because I have him. Your satisfaction does not come from your bank account or your social status. It comes from the nearness of the Good Shepherd. Feel the security that comes from knowing you are managed by someone who is infinitely capable. You do not have to be your own provider or protector. You can resign as the CEO of your universe. Hand over the burden of figuring it all out to him right in this moment. The sheep does not worry about where the next patch of grass is. The sheep simply looks at the shepherd. When the Lord is your shepherd, your direction is set, and your destiny is fully secure. You are not wandering aimlessly through life. You are being led with intention, purpose, and great love by a master guide. Rest in this truth. You belong to Him, and He takes care of what is His. You are His prized possession, purchased at a great price, and He will never abandon the work of His hands. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. Visualize yourself walking into a meadow of soft, emerald grass. The air smells fresh and sweet, carrying the scent of wildflowers and damp, fertile earth after rain. Sheep only lie down when they are free from fear, hunger, and friction with others. The shepherd has cleared this space for you, removing every predator and every pest so that you can truly rest. Feel the soft grass beneath you, supporting your weight as you finally lie down. It is an invitation to stop your doing and simply focus on being. There is no productivity required here, only presence. He leads me beside the still waters. See a gentle stream flowing nearby, its surface like glass. It is not a rushing torrent that frightens you, but a quiet, refreshing brook that invites you to drink. The world offers rushing, chaotic waters that leave you dehydrated and more exhausted than before. But God leads you to places of stillness where your soul can catch up with your body and be replenished. Listen to the sound of the water, a soft, rhythmic trickling that soothes your nervous system. Let the stillness of this place wash over your mind, silencing the loud, demanding voices of your daily schedule. Drink deeply from His peace. Imagine this living water hydrating the dry, cracked places of your heart. Wherever there is weariness, let His energy flow in. Wherever there is bitterness, let His sweetness wash it away. You are not wasting time by resting. You are sharpening your soul for the journey ahead. The shepherd knows that you cannot run on empty, so he commands you to pause and receive his life. Feel the warmth of the sun on your face, a reminder of God's shining favor. You are safe here in the green pastures. There is no email to answer, no call to make, just His peace. Accept His invitation to slow down. The culture screams, hustle, but the kingdom whispers, abide. Stay here by the water for a moment longer, letting the silence do its deep, healing work in you. He restores my soul. Imagine the shepherd gently touching the bruised and broken parts of your inner self. He is not angry at your weakness. He is the expert healer of the wounded and weary heart. Perhaps life has drained you, or sin has left you feeling distant and dirty. Feel His restoring hand lifting your chin, looking into your eyes, and breathing new life into your tired, dusty spirit. He brings you back to your original design. He resets your emotions, aligns your will with His, and clears the fog from your mind. You are being put back together by the hands that made you. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for His name's sake. See a clearly marked trail extending from the meadow. You do not have to guess which way to go. The shepherd walks ahead. Place your feet in His footprints. The path of righteousness is simply following Jesus, doing the next right thing. It is not a complicated maze. It is a relationship of following the leader one step forward. Sometimes the right path is steep or narrow, but it is always safe because He is there. He guides you not because you are perfect, but for the sake of His own reputation and glory. Let go of the guilt of past wrong turns. If the shepherd has restored you, you are on the right path now. Stop looking back at the detour and focus on the road stretching forward. Trust His guidance in your decisions today. If you are confused about a choice, ask the shepherd. He loves to lead His sheep, and He promises that those who follow Him will not walk in darkness. You don't need to see the end of the road. You only need to see the shepherd's back. Keep your eyes locked on Him. As long as you are following Him, you are exactly where needed. Walk with confidence, knowing your life is not a series of accidents. It is a directed journey. You are moving toward a destination of goodness, led by a God who cannot get lost or be confused. Yeah, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. The scene changes. Shadows lengthen as the path dips into a deep ravine. The air is cooler here, and the terrain is rocky. We all face valleys, seasons of loss, grief, sickness, or deep uncertainty. Acknowledge the valley you might be in right now. It is real, and the shadows can feel intimidating, threatening to overwhelm your faith. But notice the scripture says you walk through the valley, not that you stay there. This shadowy place is a hallway, not a residence. You are just passing through, and the exit is already guaranteed. I will fear no evil, for you are with me. This is the secret to courage. The shepherd has not left you at the entrance of the valley. He has come closer than ever before. In the sunlight, you saw the shepherd. In the darkness, you feel him. His presence is your protection. The darkness cannot hide you from him, and the evil cannot touch you while he stands guard. A shadow of a dog cannot bite you, and the shadow of death cannot destroy you. It is merely a shadow. God is the substance. Focus on the substance of his presence, not the scary shapes. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. See the weapons in his hands. The rod is a club to beat away the wolves. The staff is a crook to pull you back from the cliff edge. Find comfort in his power. He is not a passive observer of your pain. He is a warrior who defends you. His rod crushes the enemy, and his authority over your life is absolute and final. Find comfort in his correction. His staff gently pulls you back when you wander toward danger. Even his discipline is an act of love, keeping you on the path of life and away from destruction. You are safe in the valley. Breathe that truth in. You are just as safe in the dark as you were in the meadow because your safety depends on the shepherd, not on the scenery. Keep walking. Do not set up camp in your depression or your fear. Keep moving your feet, one step at a time, trusting that the shepherd knows the way out of this canyon better than you. Listen for his voice echoing off the canyon walls. In the dark, his voice becomes clearer. He is whispering words of endurance, reminding you that this trouble is temporary, but his love for you is eternal. The shadows are fleeting, but the light of the world is constant. You are moving toward a dawn that will not fail. Hold on to his hand, and let his confidence become your confidence today. You are never alone. Repeat that. I am never alone. The God of the universe is walking this difficult mile with you, matching your pace, holding you up when you feel like you might collapse. Trust the shepherd in the dark. He can see what you cannot. He is leading you through this valley to a table that he has prepared on the other side, a place of victory. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Visualize a feast set right in the middle of the battle. The enemies, fear, lack, sickness, are watching, but they cannot touch you or the food. This is the ultimate display of confidence. You don't have to wait for the battle to end to celebrate. You can feast on God's goodness right now while the problem still exists. This is your vindication. God invites you to sit and eat. He wants you to enjoy his provision publicly. He is showing the enemy that you are his honored guest and that you are under his supreme, untouchable protection. You anoint my head with oil. Feel the warm, soothing oil running down. In ancient times, oil repelled insects and healed wounds. God is sealing your mind, protecting your thoughts from the pests of worry. My cup runs over. Look at the cup in your hand. It is not half full, it is overflowing. God does not give you just enough to survive. He gives you abundance so you can bless others. This overflow represents joy that cannot be contained. Despite the enemies, despite the valley, you have a joy that bubbles over. It is a supernatural abundance that makes no sense to the world around you. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Enjoy this communion. The enemy has to stand back and watch you be blessed. They are powerless to stop the favor of God upon your life. Let him care for you. You are the guest of honor at the king's table. You are not a beggar scrounging for crumbs. You are a son or daughter with a reserved seat at the banquet. This table is your sanctuary. When the world gets loud, come back here in your mind. Sit down, eat the bread of life, and let the oil of the Spirit soothe your tired, overworked mind. Raise your cup in gratitude. Thank him for the abundance that is yours. Thank him that he blesses you in the face of opposition. Your blessing is a weapon that defeats the lies of the enemy. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. Imagine two bodyguards trailing you everywhere. One is goodness, providing for you. The other is mercy, forgiving you when you stumble. You cannot shake them. You cannot outrun God's kindness. Follow. Here implies pursuing, hunting you down. God is chasing you with his love, determined to heap his blessings upon your head every single day. All the days of my life. Not just on good days, not just on Sundays, but on your worst days, your sick days, and your lonely days. Goodness and mercy are right there on your heels. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. This is your final destination. You are not a spiritual nomad. You have a permanent home. You belong in the family of God, now and eternally. Dwelling means settling down. It means being at home in God's presence. You don't have to visit Him occasionally. You can live in constant, uninterrupted communion with Him, waking and sleeping in His house. There is a room prepared for you, a place where you fit perfectly, a place where you are fully known and fully loved. Let the assurance of heaven anchor your heart in peace today. The shepherd who led you through the pasture is the king who welcomes you to the palace. The journey ends in glory. The struggle ends in rest. The wandering ends in arrival. You are safe forever. Let a sense of deep belonging settle in your bones. You are not an orphan. You are not an outcast. You are a dweller in the house of Yahweh. That is your identity and your address. Look back at the journey, the pastures, the waters, the valleys, the table. See how His hand was in every step? He never left you. He was faithful then, and He will be faithful forever. Receive His love now. Let it fill the empty spaces. Let it heal the hurts. You are home. Rest in the finished work of the shepherd. There is nothing left for you to prove. Wiggle your fingers and toes, grounding yourself in your body. When you open your eyes, do not rush back into stress. Move slowly, keeping the shepherd's presence wrapped around you like a warm, heavy blanket. As you go about your day, remember, the Lord is your shepherd. You have everything you need. Fear has no place, and goodness is following you. Go in His peace and live in His rest. Amen. Let's linger here for a few more moments before we finish. Take a mental snapshot of the shepherd's face. Lock that image in your mind so you can retrieve it when stress tries to return. Place your hand over your heart. Feel it beating? That is the rhythm of God's grace sustaining you. He is the one keeping you alive, moment by moment. Thank Him for the gift of life. Declare this over yourself. I am rooted in God's love. No wind can blow me over. No drought can dry me up. My source is deep, hidden in the underground streams of His Spirit. Declare, I am protected by God's power. I do not walk in fear of the news or the economy. My shepherd owns the cattle on 1,000 hills, and He stands guard over my life. Declare, I am open to God's abundance. I release the scarcity mindset. I expect goodness to find me today. I expect mercy to catch me today. I am a candidate for His overwhelming favor. Smile, knowing that you are loved with an everlasting love. It is not based on your performance today. It is based on His character. That is the rock on which you can build your life. Take one final, deep breath. Inhale His grace. Exhale your gratitude. You are ready to face the world, not alone, but accompanied by the great shepherd of the sheep. Go in peace. You are dismissed from this time of meditation, but you are never dismissed from His presence. Be blessed. As the music fades, let the silence that remains be a comfort, not a void. Carry this stillness like a treasure. It is your portion as a beloved child of the Most High God. Remember, whenever you feel the weight of want returning, simply whisper His name, Shepherd. He is always just a breath away, ready to lead you back to the green pastures of His grace.